Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Ask Mathis. I'm host Reggie Mathis, and rocking with me today is Brother Stefan. Y'all know him as, Captain Kirk, Dr. Spock, whatever it is, man. But he handles, all the things. And today, man, he's like, man, I can host as well. So that's what he's going to do, man. So we got a doozy, man, coming right at you, man. Matt Gaetz, congressman out of Florida, man, has been, he told y'all what he was going to do, and he did it. And he filed a motion to vacate Kevin McCarthy, who was the Speaker of the House. And for the first time in American history, guess what? The Speaker of the House has been removed, and there is currently no Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House is the third in line to succession. So you got the President, you got the Vice President, then you got the Speaker of the House. Now, let's get into a little conspiracy theories, and then we're going to hear what Kevin McCarthy had to say on his way out. So
he's starting early without Teddy here.
Yeah.
With the conspiracy.
Yep. He not here, but the spirit of Teddy is, is here. It's moving.
I'm feeling a deep state. I'm feeling a deep state.
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. And if y'all want to get in on this, 786-801-0031. So check this out. Being that the Speaker of the House is third in succession, guess what's underway right now? The impeachment of Joe Biden. If they succeed, and if they impeach Kamala Harris, and they are talking about nominating Donald Trump appointing Donald Trump as the Speaker of the House. So if you're able to impeach, if you're able to impeach Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump is your acting Speaker of the House, guess who gets back into the White House?
Reggie, you be on some white ring. You had to get that from somebody.
Okay.
Somebody was thinking too deep on that.
Okay. All right. Y'all heard it here, and we're going to move on. But y'all hear what Kevin McCarthy had to say. Kevin McCarthy is a little weasel, man. The thing is, it only took eight Republicans led by Matt Gaetz to say, no, we got no confidence in you. And, of course, you knew all the Democrats voted against him. So you got a 4-seat majority. You got 8 already saying we want you gone. And now all the Democrats was like, he ain't our guy. And that's how, we no longer have a Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. Let's hear what he got to say, Steph.
Let's see what he got to say.
You can't do the job if 8 people, you have 94% or 96% of your entire conference, but 8 people can partner with the whole other side. How do you govern? And for them to make a motion on me because I made a decision for the country that they agreed with, but they choose to do the other, that becomes a problem. Yes, sir. I think today was a political...
And then he's blaming the Democrats on top of that. And I would say the only blame that would come in as far as the Democrat step is that who's next? And that's the calculation I'm not so sure that the Democrats really took into account. Who's going to be next? So you saw the movie Shatta? Did you see the movie Shatta?
Of course, that's
okay, right. Everybody saw the movie Shatta. So let's say you take out the Marley character. Who's going to come behind the Marley character? The dude that was running around killing everybody, right? He was next in line. So who's going to come behind Kevin McCarthy? Is it going to be Jim Jordan? Jim Jordan already crazy. Who's going to come behind him? So you the Democrats, why didn't you go in there and try to strike a deal with McCarthy? Because McCarthy wanted this job so bad, bruh. You saw what he did. 15 ballots to get the position and to get that final Gaetz and the other ones to do. He had to end up saying, look, I'll give you guys, one person can move to get rid of me if y'all don't like me. And that's what ended up happening. as opposed to the rules back in the day where you have to have a whole committee and all that stuff, you know, to come in there and do it. You allow one person to do it because you want the job so bad. You felt that, oh man, if I got the job, once I'm in, you know, they ain't gonna just come in there and do that. Matt Gaetz like, who? And that's what he did. So let's see what AOC got to say. AOC, she happy today because she won on the fringe. You know, I like her. She pretty, but she's on the fringe, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we do not want AOC in charge, in my opinion, bruh.
I don't think you got to be super left to want AOC.
But that's what I'm saying. So she happy right now. She happy right now. Gates happy right now. So the extreme right is happy. The extreme left is happy. And where does that leave the country? Remember, we under 40. We got 43 days left before the government shuts down. And I know for you who get that, you know what I'm saying, that military check, bruh. Yeah, I know you're going to be feeling that.
I like my military check, too.
You know what I'm saying? Let's hear what AOC had to say, bruh. She's smart, she pretty, but, you know, she a little wired different, if you ask me. She wired different.
That Republicans and Kevin McCarthy was under the impression that Democrats were going to elect a Republican speaker somehow. Why he thought that, I do not know. Why he made that assumption, I'm not quite sure. Perhaps it is because
you know, I can watch
a Democratic Party in the past, maybe a Democratic Party in the 90s, would have been able to work more with Republicans. That was a different world. And today is a new day where there are fascists in the Republican Party that represent a very real threat to American democracy. And I don't think that I, nor many other people, are very interested in empowering a dynamic that has been very destructive and also an active participant in events like January 6th. On top of that, Kevin McCarthy somehow expected Democrats, I guess, shockingly, to bail him out on this when he has repeatedly made deals with Democrats that he has gone back on, when he's made promises that he continues to break. And so at a certain point, people can say, you know, there's all these cliches about politicians and like all this other stuff, but there really is something to be said.
So your word is bond.
That in governance, your word is your bond. You cannot break promises over and over again with people that you work with. It's just not going to happen, especially when you need to rely on those people to cut a deal in such a tight
step. So, you know, in a nutshell, man, the Dems are mad, bro, because, you know, when McCarthy got elected to speaker, like, they knew it was a very paper-thin majority. You would think that he would use that as an opportunity to build consensus and to work and stuff like that. But every time something went wrong, he blamed the Democrats all the time, and he cut a deal with the Democrats on the debt ceiling that he went, you know, he just backed out of, man. And that's the thing, bruh. Like she was saying, he made a lot of deals he cut a lot of deals. The man was just handing out promises, bruh, for whatever, man. Like if you was in that line, bruh, he was probably handing out. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, you going IV treatment, in vitro, I'm handing out sperm. You handing out.
Ain't he taking a page from your boy?
Yeah.
Trump?
Absolutely.
Handing stuff out like candy.
But he's not strong as Trump.
True.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. He not strong as Trump. So your man Matt Gaetz, you know, they mad at him right now, bruh, because he's under ethics investigation. So they talking about, you know, removing him from the Senate. But right now, the Republicans is mad as hell that, you know, the rest of the Republicans, because remember, it was only 8 that voted against him, McCarthy. So the rest of the Republicans, they mad as hell. They done kicked Nancy Pelosi out her office. They done kicked, they done kicked the old lady out her office. They done kicked Steny Hoyer out his office, bruh. They totally, like, on that. So we about to see straight up chaos in D.C.
It sounded like Hunger Games
Right. Survivor, Hunger Games, like however you want to put it, man. And so, here's my man right here. Trump, bruh. So, Trump is undergoing his fraud trial in New York right now that started. And what's crazy, the judge already ruled last week in favor of the state of New York that fraud was committed, and basically they done already issued the death penalty. They, to Trump, they tore up all their certificates, canceled all their certificates to do business, in the state of New York, basically saying that old boy been, inflating the numbers and fraud. But here's the interesting defense, for the remainder of the stuff, and the trial is supposed to take place all the way through to December. So Trump comes out, man, he giving press conferences, before, talking about the judge, talking about the clerk, talking about the attorney general. He going off on everybody, and then go in there and sit down in the courthouse as if, he ain't said nothing. But he just told everybody what he think about, the judge and everybody else. And he's basically like, man, I got to sit here for, all these months when I'm running for president and I'm leading, and I got to, and the judge done already ruled to cancel me out, but I got to still sit here, and they seeking $250 million from me. But I see our guest Andy Ansola has made it back here on the show. Hopefully, I see your camera is much better this time. Hopefully, your audio will follow suit. And I know we got a big event coming up October the 10th. So, Mr. Ansola, tell us about this event that I believe had, the genesis right here on the Ask Mathis program when you were here. Talk to us.
Reggie, how are you hearing me? Are you hearing me good?
Hearing you fine.
Okay, yeah, you're so correct. Thank you. Good morning, Reggie, for having me on your show again. Thank you, Teddy T. You are correct. Your show is the genesis of what has happened, and it's that your show actually make things happen. And I know you're a guy who, since I've known you, a guy who always positive at making things happen. Hats off to Teddy T. He took it, heard my plea, and just ran with it. I was sort of like, well, I know God is at work in the midst of all of this, but I was just so like enthused when he said, hey, I have a venue. I'm like, what? You have a venue? Yeah, I have a school, and Teddy just ran with it, and so now we've come to the point where now it's showtime, it's game time. So much has been going on for the homeless, especially on my end with my organization, so that we gave it a theme. It's called Homeless Fest, and this is the first annual, and we intend to run with it as an annual event. Tuesday, October the 10th is National Homeless Day, and no matter what day it falls on, we will be coming out in flying colors. So the event is it's from 10 until 2, and it's at 2630, 2360, one of those, Oakland Park Boulevard. I have it in my flyer here.
One of those.
Sunfire High School. It's a day of education, awareness, and advocacy, Reggie. Do you know that in Broward County alone to date, and that number would have changed, there are 2,046 students in Broward County schools that have reported themselves as homeless. Either they are living in a car, in a shelter, or they are couch surfing at a friend or a relative. That's ridiculous. We gotta do something about it. We gotta create an awareness, and I'm so glad you're the first media outlet that has invited me to the table to talk. I haven't heard any so far from the others, but I'm saying, what are we talking about in the media? Look at the plight of students. I heard that number and I cringe, and I'm sure that number went up. So at the event, we're going to have HEART, which is a Broward County School program looking after the homeless children. course, we're going to have Teddy T and his entourage out there. We have a Christian rapper. And there's some other artists who's going to be showing up. The mayor of Oakland Park, Aisha Gordon, she has brought in. She's going to be there to share some words. The district representative at the what would I say? He is the representative for our area. Been very hard to get in touch with. He never responds to none of my emails, but I'm going to keep knocking on his door because this is your constituents. We are the people who voted you in, and we're saying we have a problem.
That's what's up. You know, Andy tells it like it is, man. He calls you out. You know, he gonna let you know, and that's what we need. You know, fearlessness. You know, that fearlessness, that ferocity. You know, to go out there, man, and speak truth to power. You know, that's you know, that's necessary because, you know, everything is going up. So many people are one paycheck away from finding themselves, you know, in that position. So it's very imperative that we come out and that we support and that we help. You know, that we help others, man. Because, you know, but for the grace of God, there go I. You know,
there go I, yeah.
There go I.
And we really would, you know, I'm sitting back at home this week and I'm like, are these people seeing my email and ignoring it, my press release and ignoring it? Are they really? You know, like, what are you reporting? Just like you have no one to report
shootings, weather events, and politics of dysfunction in D.C. and just, you know, road rage. You know, like that's, you know, that's how I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but, you know, when the news became a profit-generated situation as opposed to a public service, you know, that's what we get. You know, we get what clicks, we get what eyes. People want to see chaos. People want to see shootings. People want to see fear. You know, fear mongers. Like, I'm so glad I'm over here in my gated community because I don't want to be out there with the animals. You know,
correct.
And that's unfortunate. But to come out, you know, and do something, you know, look at San Francisco, look at LA, go to some of those places. If you don't think it can happen here,
it's happening. It's for those who are sitting back on the fence and saying that's those people's problem. You have a rude awakening because these people are going to get desperate, and they are right now. They should be. So we really need to come out and an event like this needs to be fully supported. Heartflow, my organization, working with Recovery First, and shout out to the school who opened up their gates, and they're going to be our role model moving next year because Reggie, next year I want to take it to the level. We're going to include a parade into this.
Wow.
We're going to take a street.
Oh man, that sounds fun. That sounds fun because if the homeless folks don't know how to do anything else, they know how to have fun. That sounds like fun.
You're right.
Parades right.
This is where I really passionately miss John Hardwick. Because man, could you imagine me and John doing this together? It would be a riot.
Yeah, man.
But we're being prepared to next year. We're going to build on it. We know it's going to be successful, whether the media shows up or not. This is going to happen.
Well, you know,
because guess what? God is in the center of it all.
The steps are ordered. Your steps are ordered, and what's going to happen is supposed to happen, and it's going to continue to happen. So right here on the show, and Brother Steph is going to put up the flyer when this is broadcast Sunday, 11 a.m. on Video Mix.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll have the folks, you know, ready on deck, and we'll be recruiting so that we come out there. What should, if anything, we bring to Sunfire on the 10th, on that Tuesday?
Bring people. Bring people. Almost all of the logistics right now is in place. We just
what about clothing? What about
food?
What about clothing? What about clothing? Is this a good place to bring clothing?
Yes, you can bring clothing, canned goods, those that they can open, you know, with a clip on it, that type of stuff. And but Reggie's not stopping there on October the 10th, though. later that afternoon, we're going to still do what we did last week Saturday, is we're going to go down there, downtown Broward, and we're going to love on them. I have so many placards that's being made, and this time now we're getting some showers, some portable showers. We have people donating some portable showers. So that aspect of it, it's growing. We have volunteers now. We have a WhatsApp group with volunteers. So we have a team A and team B for that day. Anybody who wants to volunteer, they can reach out to me. You can give them my contact number. So we're getting ready to take the bull by the horns, because this is something near and dear. Man, if we allow this to happen, Reggie, it's just a matter of time, man. I'm seeing it. So I am just asking God for people like you and others who advocate for the people who are in these type of positions, to be a voice crying out in the wilderness, because these people need help. Absolutely.
We got Andy and Sola Homeless Fest, Tuesday, October 10th. Leave your contact information, Brother Ansola, so that folks watching this, can write this down and contact you about, donations or, just different ways that they can support. And anytime you have something going on, please, let us know. You're always welcome.
Hey, Reggie, you're my guy. Again, I'm looking at you and I'm just thinking of John. Seriously.
Yeah, man. Amen. Amen. So, Andy,
my number is...
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
My number is 954-274-7233. You can reach me email info@heartsflow, that's HEARTSFLOW.org. And if you want to donate cash, you can either go to my website, heartsflow.org, and donate, or you can Cash App or Zelle me. My Cash App handle is $small uppercase S. And we look forward to seeing a great turnout on this first annual event, and it's going to grow bigger and better. And we just continue to love on the homeless and letting them know that we are here for them, and we're in the trenches and we're ready to move forward.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ansola. See you next time, and definitely I'll see you next Tuesday. Lord,
all right, Reggie.
All right, sir. Take care.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. That's Andy Ansola, man. Love to see folks who are doing things for others, man. That's so rare, bro. That's so rare that people, do things, for other folks, man. But, it's needed. It's needed. So, let's see what they talking about, man, on Trump, man. Y'all, bro, why they messing with our next president, bro? Why they messing with the next president, bro?
Not the next president.
Bro, he about to, man, this thing about to be nuts. But I might take a year and a half off, bro, just go overseas, man. Because, it look like people might start getting picked up. You know what I mean? It's just vengeance, bro. Revenge.
You ready?
It should be disbarred.
Well, this is off to a great start.
I was going to come out and say that, as you know, we're not entitled to a jury, which is pretty unusual in the United States of America, so we think it's very unfair that I don't have a jury, but...
No, that would be because your attorney, the one trying to stick her head in the frame behind you, failed to tick a box. Now, if only there was someone on Fox willing to cut into this incoherent rambling and say something.
But it seemed that she forgot, or just, I don't know what happened, to check the box saying that they wanted a jury trial. And then Donald Trump is complaining to the cameras and on Truth Social that it is un-American to have a trial without a jury when his own crackpot team asked for that.
Come on, you knew it was coming. The day marks the beginning of Trump's civil fraud trial in New York, and it got off to a splendid start. He, of course, continued his impressive record of insulting and berating the very people in charge of prosecuting him.
This is a judge that should be disbarred. This is a judge that should be out of office. This is a judge that some people say could be charged criminally for what he's doing. He's interfering with an election, and it's a disgrace. Thank you very much.
You want to be here?
Bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it works out. Before complaining that they won't receive a jury trial. Now, according to reports, this was a result of an oversight by Trump's attorneys who failed to submit the routine demand for jury trial and did not check the requisite boxes on the form. But as expected, on Fox, facts don't matter to 4 out of the 5 on the 5. They just want to present their precious cult leader as the victim, which is what they've been doing for the past 5 years or so.
This is overkill. This is political germ warfare. Sean, this indictment is the legal equivalent of the French guillotine. A political war crime. It's an atrocity. Enough is enough.
But when Jessica Tarler was on the panel, scapegoating doesn't always go to plan.
Donald Trump campaigned in 2015 and 2016 over doing things like this. He told everybody, I'm the guy that can fix the code because I'm the one that knows every loophole, and I've been taking advantage of them. So we all knew this was happening. To the Mar-a-Lago point, and down the street, there's this $53 million home, but it is a private home, whereas Mar-a-Lago is registered, and for good reason, because it's a club where you can go and party and you can stay as an income-producing club, which is taxed and treated differently. This also isn't the appraisal of just the county commissioner or whatever. This is what the Trump organization said it was worth. In 2020, they self-reported that it was worth $27 million. And now he's going around screaming that they're framing him. Then your own company framed you. It also seems that he doesn't, and this has happened to him before, have a top-notch legal team with him. He has the one lawyer who he had to pay in advance because he stiffs everybody. And then he has Alina Habba, who gives a great cable news hit, and she's been on Jesse's show a bunch of times. But it seemed that she forgot, or just, I don't know what happened, to check the box saying that they wanted a jury trial. And then Donald Trump is complaining to the cameras and on Truth Social that it is un-American to have a trial without a jury when his own crackpot team asked for that.
Another Trump trial.
Yeah. So, man, you know, I gotta applaud them for at least, you know, having somebody on that presents a different side, man. You at least gotta do that. So, LaFonza Butler, as you know, Dianne Feinstein, man, the longest serving female in Senate history, passed away at 91, I believe, the other day. And remember a few months ago, folks was like mad as hell. Democrats was mad as hell because, you know, you got a razor thin Democratic majority in the Senate, and they basically, you know, couldn't do anything. They couldn't put forward their nominees and take them through confirmation because Ms. Feinstein was dealing with health issues back in California. Now, do you think they feel bad right now that they was pushing for this lady to resign and now she dead? You think they feel bad stuff?
That ain't her, is it?
Yeah, no. The sister just got appointed by the governor.
Oh, okay.
No, Dianne Feinstein. No,
I was about to say
she's replacing Dianne Feinstein.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's replacing Dianne Feinstein. So, and the thing is, right now there's a challenge by a Republican, Darrell Issa. Used to get a lot of press, but he's been since discredited. But he's the congressman out of San Diego, California. So he's challenging because Miss Butler no longer lives in California. I think she lives in D.C. now. Like, she's a big time executive, fundraiser, donor, and whatnot. So she's having to change her address back to California so that she can go ahead. But you see, they done already sworn her in Cali. So, you know, that's what's going on there. But, hey, I see, you know, we got the man himself, the myth, the legend, DJ Sko in the building. What's up, my brother? Step, can't hear your brother, man. Can't hear your brother.
Oh, he can't hear us?
He hears us. We can't hear him. He trying to say something. He trying to test.
Something must be wrong with his phone. Hold on, let me see.
What?
No, he ain't too technologically advanced.
Come on, man. Sko gotta be technologically advanced, man. You know what I'm saying? Sko on every tackle right now.
Sko, you don't see the microphone at the bottom?
I don't see a mute. I see the camera. I see the mic.
That should be on.
Maybe you gotta turn your mic up. Turn your mic up, bro.
Okay, now it says connect the audio.
Very good.
All right, there we go.
See, I told you he ain't too technical.
Yeah.
My bad. Well, how y'all doing this morning?
Man, we doing excellent and great, man. DJ Sko, man, we definitely, welcome back to the show, man. A lot of these things you birthed, over here, and every time we have these guests that come in and we have different folks, man, and somehow, some way, you connected. Somehow, some way you connected. So just want to, thank you.
My position was a door opener, so I just open the door. What they do once they get through is they know, but I'm going to open some doors.
Hey, for sure.
How you doing, bro?
I'm co-hosting today, dog.
Yeah.
I like that, man. That's just, Reggie, I appreciate you, man, just for allowing them to give me the opportunity with Strong on Radio back in 2014. It helped prepare me to where I'm at now, man. And as a unit, we did a lot of things together that just the grind part. They only see, the Ask Mathis. They only see, the legal muscle, but not knowing that we done passed out flyers and hung up posters enough.
You already know. So, you can definitely.
I'm here with y'all. 1 second.
Okay. But for those of you who do not know, DJ Sko, you can find him on Hot 105 from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock on the show. That's with Shelby Russian and Big Hip.
Man.
And I see another brother who's, you opening the door up for, man, that I see quite a bit, at my South Satellite office.
DJ D Smooth, man.
DJ D Smooth, man.
DJ D Smooth.
The other day,
man, Smooth and I've been rocking since 09, man. Back at El Boulevard Cafe down on 36th Street.
Wow.
And he's just one of them dudes, man.
Humble, nice.
Humble, loyal, and respectful, man. So, we bonded, and, I always felt like when doors get open for me, if it's an opportunity for somebody else, I'm going to go ahead and create, you know what I mean? And I took that from the other co-hosts, you know what I mean, Teddy. Teddy always put me into different situations. And a lot of times he put me in situations that I didn't even know that I was capable of doing the stuff that he wanted me to do. But I get it done. So I feel like because you got people like you and Teddy, y'all provided me an opportunity that I can do the same thing with the people that's around me.
Much appreciated, man. One thing on G Smooth, bruh. Every time he play something, I said, man, I see you still go to school, man. You still go to class. I see you been, I said, nah, that's a Sko record right there.
That's right.
Because the other day he played, you know what he played the other day? He played Kim. He played Kim, Back in My Life. He played that Kim Back in My Life, bro. And I'm telling you, we had the South Satellite. We had the South Satellite. I'm way in the cut. I had to walk all the way up there, bro, just to
let him know.
Let him know. I said, wow, okay.
I know where you at with it. Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole team. K-Dot, Bama, Smooth, Rick. They all move in different realms, man. I've been able to get everybody in different positions. And the cool thing about it is that no matter how much they branch off, they come back. They work out, and people always tell me, I can hear you and them. And so that makes me feel good, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, bro, why you ain't include me in the team, bro?
Man, so
you making all the money.
1 year.
Because he making all the money, Sko. You don't gotta answer that question. I'm your lawyer. I can step in.
I stepped DJ for 1 year when he was like 12 to 13. He DJed. And then, he went straight basketball after that, which I did the same thing, but he DJed for 1 year. I don't know if he still want to do this. When he told me that he was going to be doing the media, I told him, clear schedule, because once he showed me what he could do, it's like, oh, man, you can do everywhere I'm at.
Yeah, and bro, like I said, man, I was in the hood, deep in the jungle in there to do a podcast, Man, I come up in there, bruh. I'm talking about, we ain't talking Broward County. We ain't talking 954. We ain't talking 754, bro. We in the city. We in the city proper.
In the city, baby.
City proper, bruh. Well, I'm telling you, I felt like an episode of The Wire. I walked up in there, bruh, and this step set up. I said, bruh, I turned around, man, and walked out, man. I said, hold on, man. They got this dude, they got this man down here in Liberty City, you know, doing this stuff, bruh. So Step getting all the money. He getting all the money.
And we ain't finished, man. You know, see, we had to walk out that same front door a couple of mornings together. So, he gonna make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna make sure you're okay. And there's one more, you know what I mean? We're gonna make sure you're okay too, even though he don't like us on certain cases.
I know.
Yeah, and you know, you done put folks who may not know, but you also put K-Dot in the game, and so K-Dot is becoming, you know, her own entity, her own brand. She got lighters, she got posters,
and
calendars.
It's scary with K because she didn't know how good she was. You know, we had a couple of, I don't say run-ins, but like she getting ready for certain functions, and I talked to her about it, and she like, but I'm like, listen, man, I ain't talking to you about this. I gave you everything you needed. You just have never been put in a position where you had to use it. Then she called me back and like, I killed it. It was crying. I haven't, you know, so you know, but she's gained the confidence in herself, man, and she really moving. She has two of the biggest parties in Broward County right now with Camp South on Saturdays and BB Sundays on Sundays. So, you know, I'm proud of her, man. Proud of what she's doing. Yeah. Look, step over there at BB Sundays, too.
Yeah. See? You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, again, Step getting all the money, bruh. So don't cry for me, Argentina. He's just fine, bruh. He's just fine.
Hey, man, hey, Reggie, I wanted to come down there before the year is out on your show, because I feel like my salute to the 50 years of hip-hop got to be done with you.
Bruh, man, you know, that makes me feel awesome, bruh. You know one of the few names. See, they know one of the names, but you know one of the few names. You know one of the few names. So,
hey, you know, Vice, that's his basketball name.
Not the Vice.
You ain't know Mathis was a hipper too, man.
He be telling us them stories.
Hey, I don't tell them about the Raul stories. They know the Raul stories, but they don't know. They don't know about Vice. You know what I mean? That's
Raul, but we had an episode, man. Raul's birthday one year down there on the beach, man. I don't even remember when I got home.
No, man, that's what it is. We got the legendary DJ Sko, you know, on here, bro, who's definitely an example, man, of, you know, it ain't where you start, it's where you finish. Like, you talk about ups and downs, you know, going to Dillard, I know wasn't a, you know, great thing. Everybody can't go to Ely. But,
but
hey, I went you don't know the comedian because he went to both of them. Step with the Ely and Dillard.
So what you represent, Steph? Who you represent?
You got no choice but to represent Dillard.
What kind of question is that?
Right, he stopped by Ely. He stopped by there and realized, you know, and my granddad was crazy. All the boys went to different schools first. From went to BA first, then he came to Dillard. Stepped with the Ely first, then he came to Dillard.
Yeah.
All right, man. I you know, we're going to leave Step alone, man. We're going to leave Step alone. So, Sko, man, what else you got going on, bro? You helping with the
man, I'm proud to say, like, as of today, my mix on Hot 105 has been #1 between the age groups of 25 and 54 for 35 months.
Wow.
35 months. Prior to me, at where I'm at now, the only person that held it for longer than 9 months is Tony Neal, which is 11 months. 35 months. I done tripled what Tony did, and that's my boy.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. But the thing is about Sko is that it really is about the music and about the vibe. Because when you come and you see Sko in the mix, you can't help but move when you see him moving. When you see, like, you know what I mean, it sounds good to him. You know what I mean? It sounds good to him, and he's like, oh man, y'all liking this? Well, wait till I hit y'all. What's hitting? Well, I'm about to put y'all here, And then on top of that, you know, I want to say about a year ago, you know, you still like revolutionizing the game, because now I'm hearing all the DJs saying, man, I'm waiting on Sko to show me how to do this. This new thing just came right now where we able to blend the record and everything.
I can break a record down now from the vocals to the melody to the bass line or just the drums. I can play any one of those that I want to. You know what I mean? So if I just want the vocals in the bass line, I can play that. If I just want the vocals and the drums, I can play that. So you know, I've been freaking it though, and a couple of people just say like, man, we hear a lot of people doing it, but nobody doing it like you. So I take that in stride and use it as motivation.
No, that's what it is, man. So Sko, other than on the show on Hot 105 4 to 6, man, where can we find DJ Sko?
So, I'm actually proud to say I have the longest running Wednesday night happy hour in Broward County, with Wind Down Wednesdays at Smitty's Wings, owned by, Senator Chris Smith.
Of course.
And we've been there now going on 3 years, you know what I mean? So I'm there every Wednesday from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. But if you're not there by 3 o'clock, it ain't nowhere to sit.
Yeah, ain't nowhere to park.
Yeah, it's a mini 6-strong festival every week. So but no problems. You know what I mean? We like I said, we've been going strong for almost 3 years. So I'm there on Wednesdays. On Fridays, I'm at Studio 183 for the Hot Happy Hour with me, Shelby, and Big Rip. You know what I mean? I got to come home. So I'm going in. I get in there around 7:30. I get on at 8, and from 8 to 10, I'm gonna give you the best 2 hours of your life.
Yes.
So that's where I'm at on Fridays. And every Sunday, I'm at Mr. and Mrs. Crab Day V, which is my day party. It's called SFL, Seafood Football and Libations.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Seafood Football and Libations.
Let's go.
So I'm actually having my birthday party there this Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday. Birthday is Sunday, and we're having a party there this Sunday.
Oh, man. Happy birthday, DJ Sko, man. Definitely.
No, man, you got to come out, man. Remember you came out on the water, we was downtown for
going to be Friday.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's probably going to be Friday, bro, because Sunday we got a voter registration that we doing with the Shriners, with the Masons, and, a lot of organizations, man, because, looking at what's going on in Washington, looking at what's going on here in Tallahassee, black men in particular, bro, we aren't coming out. Like, we're coming out, less than 30%, and then we complaining about stuff that's going on. So we having a
not going where to take the help.
Exactly. So we got a huge voter registration with the Shriners out of Miami on Sunday. So that, prevents
nice. Well, listen,
up. But Friday, done deal.
Let me get information on that. Let me go ahead and shoot that out on my social media as well. So
8 to 10,
Friday.
Studio 183.
The press is on.
We there, bro. We there.
The press is on. The press is on. They definitely send me the information about the voter registration drive. I've done some high school voter registration drive, but only because I DJ a lot of the home basketball games at different high schools up here in Broward County. And they've allowed me to come in and do the voter registration drive. I actually have one scheduled for Stoneman Douglas in 2 weeks.
Also, bro, speaking of Broward County, they're having a huge multi-agency seal expunge going on at Mayor E. Pat Larkin's Center, right on Hammondville, Dixie. They call it MLK for those, who don't know. And they're bringing everything. It's free. BSO is going to be there providing free fingerprints and fingerprint cards. Like if you have to go do that on your own, that's $25, but it's free. Mm-hmm. And the clerk's office, Brenda Foreman, is providing free dispositions. So you'll be able to get the disposition, and then the state attorney is going to do the paperwork right on site. So,
wow.
You can't beat that. There's no excuse. Because I tell you, when folks come to me, if they want to get their record sealed, I charge $1,000. They want to get their record expunged, I charge $1,500. They get it for free. So I've been telling my homies,
come on,
go check that out, man. It's free. No excuse. And that's tomorrow, October 5th.
Wow.
October 5th, tomorrow.
That's big. I'm definitely got to get that information out to a couple of people.
Yeah, tomorrow. So I'm going to send you the voters registration for the 8th, and then I'm going to send you this, what's going on, bro. We got to, fully utilize our networks and what's going on, bro. Because we got all these clowns out here trying to tell us how to do it, and we got all these clowns out there talking about what they doing or whatever. It's just they buying likes and buying clicks and buying stuff. But, DJ Skullface so clean, bro. He could walk in any room.
Anywhere.
Any room.
And it took him a while to get that like that, man. I appreciate, like I said, all the assistance from everybody. I've got people that, like, y'all saw stuff in me that I did see, shout out to Free, and the whole Strong Arm family, step, like, that's little bit like, times, like you say, times weren't always great. So, I was on vacation and had to get a ride to work every day, and that's what was, you know what I mean? He made sure I was okay. So I just appreciate, the people that poured into me, and my job is to pour back into as many, as I can. If I can do what you've done for me, or what Steph or what Freeze has done for me for just one person, I feel good. So, and being a competitor, they told me that my profession, I couldn't hand that off to somebody. That's not something that you can give to your kids. Man. I done handed it off to 12 different DJs.
Bruh, that's what, folks don't understand. You showing people who was trying to keep, the secret to the Krabby Patty.
Gatekeep.
You know what I mean? Right. There's a reason they call it the Krabby Patty. Crabs in the bucket. I got young kids, man, so SpongeBob, we watching a lot of that. So they always try to steal the secret formula to the Krabby Patty. And but that's the thing, bro. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you, bro. And I'm, with me coming up, I studied Thurgood Marshall, and I saw how, attorneys Mordecai Johnson and Charles Hamilton Houston poured into Thurgood Marshall, who was upset that he couldn't go to University of Maryland where he wanted to go because of discrimination. So he went to Howard, and when he went to Howard, mad that he was there, these guys saw in him, they poured in Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall ended up second only to James Madison in number of wins in front of the United States Supreme Court with 36 victories in front of the United States Supreme Court. And then they said, man, you know what? We can't beat him, so let him join us. And they made him our first Supreme Court justice in 1967. So I emulated him. So the way he did things, I'm like, that's the way I got to do things, bro. When folks say, oh, man, you're great. You're one of the best trial lawyers we've ever seen. I love to tell what I did for a case because I ain't going to be here forever. And I want somebody to be able to do it. All you got to do, hopefully, is say, man, you know what? Mathis poured into me. Mathis poured into me. And so if y'all see anything that shows a little glimpse of him, you know what? That'll make me smile when I'm in my grave.
Hey, man, listen. That's what it's about. I understood, a little while ago that it was going to be about the legacy that I can leave, not what I'm doing while I'm here, just enough to throw to enough people to where, like you said, when you're going or when I'm going, and people are like, man, that boy, or man, them boys, they looked out. They did, and I just want to be able to allow my accomplishments to become blessings to other people.
Amen, bro. We got the legendary DJ Sko celebrating his birthday coming up. Wednesday.
October 8th, baby.
He's at Smitty's. Fridays, Studio 183.
Right.
And then here in Davie at the Crab spot. Now, he used to be at Crappy Crabs.
Hey, Mathis, remember we couldn't go to Davie?
Bro, they had the Klan rallying in the day, bro. We used to play, I don't even know if these places even exist, but I remember in Optimist football having to play against Pasadena, Davie, and, all these spots and whatnot, bro, going in there and seeing. I'm like, man, they growing these folks, they raising them like cattle. These dudes, man. So, salute DJ Sko. I was singing the information on the voters dive, and I see we got the lieutenant just joining us, man, telling us about, the great Dr. Miriam Baxter just joined us, man. Just had to go put the dog boys on, Sko. He just put the dog boys on.
Transform over there, man. Well, listen, man, I appreciate y'all for allowing me back on the show. And like I said, before the year out, man, let's do this 50-year celebration, man. You just let me know when I'm coming, bro.
Amen, amen. That's what it is. The legendary DJ Sko.
Salute me when you see me.
Yeah, Dr. Baxter, welcome to Ask Mathis. How you doing, good brother?
He got to turn his audio on.
Got to turn your audio on. Look at the microphone and see if you got a line. Go ahead and tap it.
I'm muted. All right, can you hear me now?
I hear you now, sir. How are you?
So, actually, I'm Lieutenant Ken Rowland, and Dr. Baxter was so gracious enough to facilitate this interview for us. So, thank you so much to Dr. Miriam Baxter with a bad self.
Okay, so we got the swimmer. We got the swimmer himself. We got the only one to get the award from the Swimming Hall of Fame. The only brother,
correct.
The only brother that's on a mission, to keep our babies from drowning.
Well, let me tell you, man, that's my life mission, is to make sure that we make every child a swimmer. And not only that, but I bring life-saving skills to your community. CPR, first aid, swimming lessons, both for the young and the old. So I just want to make a difference in our community. We've taught 678,000 children under Swim Central, and no person in the world has done anything. No program in the world has done anything like that.
That's beautiful, Lieutenant. So tell us how.
Not one child has drowned.
Amen. So, Lieutenant, tell us how you got into aquatics and into this mission.
Well, at the age of 2, my uncle, his name is Moses Buddy Wilcox. He was the supervisor of the Sunland Park pool. So he grabbed me, I was just walking on the pool deck as a little 2-year-old, and he grabbed me and he threw me in the water. And he said, "Boy, you better swim."
Wow.
And I kicked my feet and I made it to the wall, and I've been swimming ever since. Been on the swim team and grew up swimming and teaching swimming lessons and being a lifeguard on the beach, all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome, man. Growing up and, those myths about blacks and their buoyancy or whatever. Have you encountered any of that foolishness, Lieutenant?
It's just amazing about the systematic racism and ignorance when it comes to aquatics. I mean, for thousands of years, people of color, melanated people, the African diaspora, we were the greatest swimmers on the planet. You're talking about coastal Africans. We were the greatest swimmers on the planet. And so everybody has, when it comes to buoyancy, being able to float, everybody has muscle, bone, and adipose tissue, which is fat. So you have the heavier thing, which is the bone, as well as muscle is heavier than fat. And so we as a people are athletic people. So we tend to be, have more muscle. And so in general, then, we are sinkers, so to speak. It's not because we have big bones or anything like that. It's because of the muscle. It's the combination of the adipose tissue, the muscle, and the bone that actually allows you to float. And then learning techniques like explosive breathing helps a lot, too.
Excellent, excellent. So, a little lighter a little bit. What did you think of the Montgomery brawl and our 16-year-old Aquaman? Were you proud? Did you?
Hey, number one. I saw the bat signal when the hat went up, and when homeboy jumped off the boat and started swimming over, I said, "Man, that takes determination and conviction." Now, as far as his title, Aquaman, Aquaman, whatever. It is deserved, but he still needs some technique. I mean, he was swimming with his head out.
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I call rock pit swimming, like going in the sweet hole back in the day.
You got to coach him up.
Exactly. See, so what all this rock pit swimming like that wasn't like you're doing like Cullen Jones. Who was a brother who won the Olympic gold medal with Michael Phelps.
Yes, exactly. Well, Lieutenant, I heard your interview on Hot 105, and I've heard of you. You're also going to be honored by JM family coming up as well.
Yes. I'm happy and proud to say that I'm the recipient of the JM Family Black Achiever Award in the category of business. And this will be October 26th at the Parker Playhouse. And admission is free. I mean, all you have to do is just RSVP on our Facebook page, the Black Achiever Award. It's going to be quite an event, I got to tell you. I'm looking very much forward to it.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. So for folks who are interested in lessons, or do you make house calls, or do you have a place that you coach out of? Like, how do we get in contact with you?
Well, thank you for asking. Now, the place that I do most of my business is out of the Stranahan High School pool, as well as the pool that's next to Ely High School, the Houston Swan Aquatic Center. Now, the Stranahan pool is every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, starting at 8 a.m. and going to 12. You can get personalized swimming lessons there, both young and old. We want the whole family to come. As well as I'm going to start the same thing up in Pompano, too. One way how you can reach us is you can call 954-909-7877. That's 954-909-7877. That's Ken Rowland International. Or you can go to my email, which is kenrowland, ROLAND, @me.com. And that's where I won't be satisfied until I can preach this gospel of water safety. A black child is 5 times likely to drown as a white counterpart. Right. And so that's why we need to make this is a national emergency for us.
Amen. And to be in South Florida surrounded by so much water, is necessary. It's very necessary that our children learn how to swim. But thank you, Lieutenant, for sharing with us, and congratulations on everything and your much deserved award from JM Family, October 26th at Parker Playhouse, and we look forward to seeing you in the very, very near future.
Well, I'm just a boy from Royal Palm. It's 954 all the way, baby. And I just want you to know, if I can make a difference, you can make a difference too, especially with my help.
Amen. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right.
All right. Yes, sir. So shout out to Teddy T, in his absence. I ain't ready to fire him yet, because Teddy is responsible for, all the guests, that we had today. So, I'm going to be all right, but I understand coming to the hot box, being here all day, probably has some health issues, dealing with it, man. But before we get up out of here, of course, Keefe D, man, look at this clown. I was going to talk about Keefe D and, Tupac, but, when keeping it real goes wrong, look at our star player, bro. This is our star player for the Miami Heat. I guess having a little fun, but thing is, I think he might be dead ass serious, bro.
I think he might be serious.
He might be dead ass serious, bro. And I sent you another picture, man, to show who you remind me of, bro. Jermaine Stewart, right? Yeah. I sent you the picture of Jermaine Stewart. When I was growing up, this guy had a song, "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off." Yeah, that's him. Jermaine Stewart had the record, "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off to Have a Good Time." So, seems like our boy Jimmy Butler was channeling his inner, Jermaine Stewart. But as y'all can see, there's nothing new under the sun.
I was there at the Heat day.
You was there when you saw it? You was working?
Yeah, I was working.
Of course.
I done made it in the media room.
You done made it to the media room. But